So tell the people what happened to you there.
Tell the people what happened to me there. What happened to me there? I went to buy.
So I'll be the first to admit that a lot of times police can't really prevent people from committing crime. But when the crime does happen, rapid response can cause or give the police an opportunity to apprehend the person who's committing the crime, or even to collect information that is relevant to solving the problem. And even if, sometimes even when the work is done effectively, the whole policing thing, you can sometimes stop a lot of things from happening. So that is why it is very important that we have police stations in different places. You have police stations throughout the country in different locations. But sometimes there are clear cases where the police stations are being located, or the priority is given to locate police stations sometimes in some areas where they tend to have a high concentration of tourists, which is good, because if you bring in people to the country, you need to ensure their safety, their protection, and the presence of the police will serve as a deterrent also. But sometimes I think we go too far. It looks sometimes like the whole police thing sometimes is designed exclusively for the protection of tourists and sometimes wealthy people. Let's look at that situation. Marigot Police Station. The Marigot Police Station is located at Marigot Bay. In that hole down there, in that bay area where the resort and the hotels and the restaurants are located. So in a small population of tourists and visitors, you have a police station just in the middle of the activities. Whereas the real population, places like Jacmel, Millet, Vanna, and all these areas there, even Sarot, depending on the same police station, and the police station is so far, many miles away from the police station. These areas, I'm saying, are very far away from the police station. So what you have is a situation where, because the police station is so far away, it is actually in the tourist area, very far from where the people really live. There is a lot of crime that is going on in some of these places like Jacmel, and so what I'm saying is we need to have a police station in the center of these areas, the center of probably some place like Vanna, to serve all these areas. Because we have a situation here where a partner of mine went to Jacmel to purchase a vehicle based on his words, and he was robbed and he was shot in his leg. So they took his money and they shot him, and all of that happened in Jacmel. Now, if we had a police station somewhere closer, we're not saying that they would have caught the guys, but the response could have been much swifter, most likely. So we're going to hear from him. He's going to tell us really what happened to him. Okay, so tell the people what happened to you there.
Tell the people what happened to me there. What happened to me there? I went to buy a van and the fellas robbed me and shoot me. I fight with them, they robbed me and shoot me. That's all this, yeah.
So where did you go to buy that van?
Jacmel.
So around what time of the day that happened?
2 o'clock. Today give me around 11 days.
How many fellas did that?
Two of them I was there. By the time they had a lot of people there.
They had people there?
Yeah, man, there had a lot of people there also.
And they were wearing masks?
One had mask, one didn't have mask. You trying to say the people I went by the brand from that do that, right? You're just going to take me to the hospital, you check it.
So how long you spend in the hospital then?
Friday to Monday.
So what I'm trying to say is this should tell us that clearly, with all the incidences that have been happening in places like Baden and Jacmel and all of that, there need to be a police station somewhere in that area, in that vicinity. That place need to have its own police station, and it cannot rely on the police station at Marigot.